Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I'm back with another haul, and for this haul is one I haven't done for quite a while. I popped over to DiestoDiefor, which is kind of a company that does lots of the American branded stamps and dies, and they had a load they were selling off cheaply in their sort of clearance sections. So I did get some, and lots of they're quite old stamps, but it makes no difference really, does it? You sort of go for what you like. So they had a whole load of Whimsy stamps, and these sort of varied from like about £2.50 to about £4, I think, is kind of the price range I paid for each of these. And they're all red rubber. So most of them I've had to go at cutting out. This one I didn't cut out, I think, because I thought it'd be a bit fiddly, and it's stamped fine. But I had to have this one because I'm obsessed with carousel horses and carousels at the moment. And look how gorgeous that horse is. So I've already stamped it out and coloured it in, and it's so pretty, isn't it? And I was thinking it would be quite cute to almost have a few of them and like make a three-dimensional carousel. But also I just think it would look really sweet on the front of could be on the front of a card, could be on the front of just some packaging, but really pretty. And I've used my shiny glimmer pens as well to do that. Also some really random sentiments. So summer dreams and summer nights thrill my heart with warm delight. No idea who I'd send that sentiment to. And also I thought this one was weird. I love your blossoming, I love our, not your, I love our blossoming friendship, which I thought was a funny adjective to choose to describe a friendship. But there we go. I love the carousel horse. That's what that was about. And then moving on, there's this one that is Travel the Globe. What was that one called? Summer Garden Accessories. Don't know why that was called Summer Garden Accessories. That's a random name, isn't it? Travel the Globe. So this was from their sentiments section. The passport and lots of kind of like, they look like the stamps you get when you in your passport, basically, when you go to places. And I have cut these out. So you can see some of them stamped. Just going to try and pick just a few of them up to show you. So, I mean, I've just sort of been stamping and inking and sort of just having a bit of a play myself to see what they look like. And I think things like this, obviously they'd look good in scrapbooks. I think they would anyway, sort of stamped and things like that. And then we go, you could almost put the date that you went on holiday and things like that. Look at that one, that's awesome. But also I was starting to think about turning them into some little embellishments as well, so adding some other bits and layering them up and just sort of using them in that way. So let's pop that one to the side. Then, because of my current ticket obsession, I picked up these ticket ones. I don't know I've got a current ticket obsession, but there we go. So a whole range of friendship tickets. So they're quite sweet little sentiments. 2 peas in a pod and things like that. Sweet, isn't it? And I've had a go. So this is me just sort of hand cutting them out. So one of them is blank. So I stamped the little butterfly and that's how that one came out. I think these would look cute, like partly on things like making embellishments and scrapbooking, and also maybe in a little card and things like that. And that was sticking it on my stamping it on my ticket die. So that was an ombre orange ink, that's why it comes out like that one. So that's that one. Then I got this one just because it's a little sweetie, and I always say when I'm doing these things, my mum absolutely loves sheep, and my parents have got sheep, so that's sort of why it has some meaning to me. And I've already used that one to make a little card. So I love you to the stars and back. And that die is just from AliExpress. I picked up a little while ago. Well, more than a year ago. And he's leaping through the stars. It's like when you're counting sheep. So this is obviously for like a little baby or a little toddler card. But I really like how that came out. He's so sweet. He's meant to be, I think, sliding along like he's fallen over. But I have him leaping. Or her leaping. Probably a her, to be honest. Knowing sheep. Then what shall we go to next? I'll stick with the Whimsy stamps. Then I got this one, and you can tell why I got this one because it was along the same theme. It's a carousel. Welcome to the big top. So I just really like the idea. So it's got a couple of tickets as well, which will go with like circus themed stuff. But I really like the carousel as well. The problem is like they come as a big block and you have to cut them out. And I'm not very good at cutting them out, but as long as you don't look closely, I guess it's fine. So let's see which ones go with that. So some I just sort of stamped to try it out. The greatest show on earth. So like, I really like how those little tickets look. Hope your day is filled with unforgettable moments. And like, I really like that carousel. I think that would look really nice on something. I don't know about the way that I've cut it out. I think I probably wouldn't cut it out like that again, but stamped as an image, I really like that. So that's that one. I'm sort of balancing them up to the side. And then the last Whimsy stamp that I got is this one. And it's I want to try out some of their circle embellishments. As I said, these are only go for a couple of pounds, although it does all add up, I know. But then I got them back and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can cut them out using my circle punch. I've got an inch circle punch, but they're bigger than an inch, but they're not as big as my 2-inch ones. So I was like, right, I need a circle punch. And I'd already felt that I needed a circle punch that was somewhere, was at 1.5 inches, you know, in between the two. So I did actually pick up, and this came today, a circle punch. This was off Amazon, so this is off somewhere different, but it's to do with this because it's what I used to cut them out. And I just went on Amazon because I thought, you know what, I've been thinking about getting one this size for ages so that I can layer them up and not doing it. So rather than waiting for the moment where you find them going at a bargain price, I think I paid about £7.70 or something, which isn't really cheap. But it comes in a day because I've got Amazon Prime, and this one works no problem, works really well. And it tells you that it's like a maximum of 200 GSM or 250 GSM or something. So I've got no excuses to mess it up. And I like them. I like how they come out as little circle embellishments. You are the wind beneath my wings. Wishing you a lovely day. I just think they look really sweet. It's like my own kind of die cuts. So that's that one. As I say, they are slightly smaller than 1.5 inch diameter. That's that one. And my punch by Artemio Performance Craft Punch. That's the size of the hole. Also by Whimsy, I did pick up a die, and this one was, I think, £4, so it wasn't really cheap, to be honest, for the size of the die. But I've been wanting a watering can die for quite a while to go with my sort of gardening themed stuff and have like flowers coming out of it. So as I was doing an order, I stuck that die in there as well. And I have cut a few out and sort of been trying, sort of playing around with the little die, and you get a little bit of indentation there. I think it looked really cute in green, actually, a little green watering can. But yeah. And I also picked up a stamp by La La Land Crafts. So this one looks really old as well, doesn't it? But she's a cutie. I felt, look at her, real sweetie. Paper Doll Marcy Angel, let your light shine. An angel watching over me, be a blessing. Anyway, we did start to do her. Got an angel watching over me there. I think she's really sweet. There we go. Really quite nice for like children's Christmas cards and things like that. That's on some of the gorgeous gold paper, and that's some of the Nouveau jewel drops on there as well. Oh, that's from that stamp. So we'll pop that one over there. And lastly, that I got from Dies to Die For, can't say it. I just picked up some Prima flowers because they were £1.50, and I love Prima flowers. Just think they're really pretty. Nice colours. Yeah, I've got anything else. I was trying to think if I had something else to say about that, but I do not. So I got that. And actually, there was one last thing that I bought that was from eBay. And I do love paper tray ink for their stamps. And there was this set on here, I've just stuck those in, I'll tell you why in a minute, called Gingerbread Lane, and it's an old one from 2012. But when this was £12 plus a bit of postage for the stamps and the matching dies. And when I got it, it had not been used at all. I've used it now, but it hadn't been used. So I was very happy. So even though it was a bit older, it didn't make any difference because it hadn't been used. And it's some gingerbread and a really cute little gingerbread house. And I've just stamped it literally just now because I wanted to have a little play. I've stamped a few of the bits that you get the matching dies for. So you can make your little house, but I mean, you can get far more decorations and put them on there. And then you get your little gingerbread people, and you can have little baby gingerbreads, although you don't come with the dies for that. And then little sweet Christmas house. I just think it's so cute. And they're lovely, lovely quality paper tray ink. And just really sweet little stamps and dies. So that is my haul for this week. Yeah, let me know what you've been up to. Hope you've had a good week and a good weekend. And I will speak to you all very soon. Bye.